How do you pronounce that? Coquitlam? 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 Did you see these shimmers that were used in Canada? I'm asking you. You don't know how to pronounce it, Renee? Coquitlam? It's in BC.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's north of Vancouver.
Okay.
Coquitlam? Coquitlam, eh? Look at these little, they call them skimmers or shimmers. They're so tiny, you can actually, and they're conveniently marked note with arrows to show you if you're the bad guy, which way to put that in. What they do is they attach that to a card, and then in using the ATM or the credit card reader, the card leaves that behind, and then some days or weeks later they come back, and using a different card they retrieve it, and it's got every card that was read over that period of time. And the only reason it was discovered by this Coquitlam retailer is because they did routine checks looking for skimmers and stuff, and one of their cards felt sticky. You couldn't quite, a normal card couldn't get it out, and so they said, well, let's take this apart, and they found this thing.
Yeah. People don't realize that when you're thinking about people who are trying to scam credit card numbers and ATM numbers, you're not talking about, punk kids and little street hoods. We're talking about a very sophisticated industry that has they have their own Johnny Ive, they have their own R&D. I'm serious, they have their own fabrication.
They must.
They've got that guy from Ocean's 12 or 13 or whatever.
We've decided to make sure that you insert your shimmer perfectly. We've added these two handy arrows.
Because the person actually putting them into the ATM may actually be some pro. It's like
And then you imagine like the top of, we don't care that you made this out of an orange ceramic. How much money can we make from it?
Quite a bit.
We still have your dog tied up.
Thinnest skimmer we've ever made. All right.
I was told a long time ago, because we've had pin and chip and things like that in Canada for a long time, and they were telling us a decade ago that it's good practice to put your code in wrong the first time because they don't know that it's wrong.
Oh.
And if you get an error, then it means that you're actually talking to the other computer. Like you put it in and goes, no, that's not the correct passcode. Put in the wrong. If it doesn't say anything, then wait a minute, this is not a correct terminal.
But that is, and I think that when you see stories like this, it really kind of, when I saw this earlier, last week, I said, oh, I'm going to use Tap to Pay more, because that is not. You're not even giving a credit card number, so even if they had some sort of way of getting it, they wouldn't get anything of value.
And that's why you want all the retailers to move to something where you're doing
not only that, but ATMs too. I was pretty excited this weekend to use in San Francisco to use my first first Apple Pay / Google
Was that
NFC.
Bank of America that's doing it?
Yeah. So you basically just wave your phone in front of it, and if you've already set it up, you got your withdrawal, and you've never made any sort of contact whatsoever.
I check in at the gym now with my Apple Watch. That's kind of cool.